For the second year, nerds from around the world are gathering in the mountains of Georgia.
I remember texting my best friend, should I do this? It's an investment and I would have to take time off work. And she goes, do you want to do it? Yeah, I totally want to do it. Then you should do it.
Many are veterans looking to rekindle old friendships, while others are noobs arriving for the first time.
You know, it's funny, like I'll tell people, hey, I go to this nerd fitness thing, and they'll say, nerd fitness, you mean your fitness to be a nerd? Like who can recite the most dialogue from Star Trek? And I'm like, no, bro, it's actual like nerds being fit.
It's about contextualizing fitness into something that you love. So fiction, fantasy, movies. So instead of it being something you should do to look this way or feel this way, it's, okay, you get those benefits, but you can really enjoy doing it as well.
United by a common goal, both excited and a little bit nervous, they begin the quest of completing Camp Nerd Fitness.
Part of the quest was to do something that you're afraid of and like do your 20 seconds of courage and overcome a fear. They were like, you know, I'm terrified right now, right? And I'm like, that's okay. Use that energy for speed and power, you know, and then yell, you know, get it out.
I have become a weightlifter. I like powerlifting, and that was something that last year I was kind of like, I don't know, it looks really cool, but I don't know what I'm doing.
But you want to keep everything kind of up, but not, it's not, yeah, don't try.
But over the course of the year in between, I got a trainer and I started lifting.
Scarecrow and rack. These are just going to increase in complexity, just like these increased in complexity. Drop.
And now I'm signed up for the powerlifting competition, and it's the first time that I've ever done anything like that. But I'm so excited because this is the best place, I feel like, to do something like that, to just kind of go for something completely new and kind of scary, but also really exciting. I feel good about the whole atmosphere here, and I feel like it's going to be enough to push me at least a few pounds over what I've done in the past. I feel really badass.
So I'm a fitness instructor, and I teach fitness all the time. I wanted to be the student. So I wanted to come in and participate, and I wanted to see the kind of instructors, because I knew that Steve had really great instructors here.
All you want to do is balance.
Also, I love the idea of the classes that we're mostly doing is the parkour, the sword, the trekking, things that I always say, God, I really wish I could do that, and never get time to. So it was kind of like a chance to have a couple of days doing really, really cool stuff.
They have the big blob in the lake and you jump onto it and then you go flying off.
Blobbing!
And for a lot of people, that's nothing. But for me, it was big and scary and jumping into water. Like, I was that kid who was scared of the 3-foot dive. Like, terrified. Like, nobody look at me because I might cry because I don't know if I can do this. And I got up there and I got really scared. You feel all alone out there, but you can hear everyone actually behind you, like shouting, we're friends here, you got it! You can do this! You're awesome! And like the cheers when you come up out of the water. It's fantastic. And yeah, it was scary, but finding things that challenge me and facing them and finding the people who can support me when I face them has been a huge life change that I've been able to do.
On top of all of those great changes that I had personally, like I met so many people who were just amazing and so happy to be here and like so excited about not only being fit and being healthy and like, making those positive changes, but also like, so open and friendly and like, interested in the things that I'm interested in.
I love it because I can just be myself and be that nerd and be a completionist and check out all that kind of stuff. And they understand, they totally get it. And I don't have to hide that or be embarrassed by it.
There's so many nerds. You don't have to be like smart book physics nerd. You can be comic book nerd. You can be video game nerd. You could be adventure. You could be whatever you want to be, but it's focused on you. It's focused on the individual, and it's focused on everybody encouraging you.
The community is just one of my favorite things because, you know, I'm 29. At that point after college, how do you make new friends? And this really is how I make new friends. They're awesome people. It's people of very similar demeanors, but with a lot of variety too. A common interests. You know, they're my people.
Now I get to have all my nerdy life combined with my fitness life, and it is really the same thing because it's something you're passionate about, it's something you love to do, and it gets you excited. You've got to find those other people. They're out there and they're looking for you. And they want to be with you and they want to be cheering for you at that deck. Like they want to be behind you. You suddenly feel connection and you know that there's a group of people cheering for you who want you to succeed. It's the difference between, I don't know, they talk about a home court advantage, and that's what it feels like. It feels like everybody's there for you because you're home. And I love that.
I call it nerd love. There's nothing better than nerd love. You get together and you're like, nerd love!